The boys were back in action last night as we fell short to Bayern Munich, losing 2-1 at Celtic Park. In today's video, we will go over the fallout from that match, which includes Thierry Henry giving some harsh words towards our performance. But first, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Spanish referee Jesus Gil Manzano has defended his decision to overrule VAR during a key moment in Celtic's 2-1 defeat to Bayern Munich, insisting that Dayot Upamecano acted in a fair manner when he collided with Arne Engels inside the penalty area. The controversial incident happened in the second half of the Champions League playoff tie at Celtic Park, with the hosts trailing 2-0 at the time. Engels appeared to be caught on the foot by the Bayern defender, prompting VAR to recommend a pitch-side review. However, after a lengthy check at the monitor, Manzano decided to stick with his original call, waving away Celtic's penalty claims to the fury of the home crowd. The decision left many bewildered inside the stadium, but UEFA clarified the referee's rationale on the big screens at Parkhead. According to the governing body, the Bayern Munich player, Upamecano, played the ball in a fair manner before the contact between the players. Manzano was adamant that Upamecano had made a clean intervention before his foot came down on Engels, despite multiple replays suggesting there had been significant contact. Celtic head into the match in Germany a goal down and will need to fight back if they are to win. They need to replicate that second half performance and be prepared to weather the storm in Germany. The Hoops are still in the tie, but Bayern Munich will be keen to see them off early in the match. Now for the main story, as Harry Kane punished Celtic and provided his Bayern Munich side with a cushion in their two-legged Champions League playoff encounter. Celtic were beaten 2-1 by Bayern Munich on their home turf, and they now travel to Munich next week with a fighting chance. But outsiders to progress into the last 16 of Europe's elite competition. Many felt that if Brendan Rodgers' side were going to cause damage, then it was going to be at Celtic Park, especially given that the team were unbeaten at home this season and flying in the Premiership. Nicholas Kuhn's opening minute strike sent the fans into dreamland, but just like the young boys game during the league phase, the linesman had his flag up and it was offside. Celtic just didn't get going in the opening 45 minutes, as they were lacking that bite in their attacking play, and the likes of Dyson Maeda, Adam Maeda and Kuhn weren't getting on the ball enough. Michael Olise made matters worse after scoring on the stroke of half-time, and then Celtic gifted Kane a goal that left Thierry Henry fuming and in utter shock. The issue here is that Kane warned the Celtic backline, and Alistair Johnston in particular, just before half-time when his header from a corner hit the side netting. The England striker was free as a bird then and had even more space when he volleyed home minutes into the second half. Henry was left perplexed by Celtic's defending and asked, "How is that even possible?" before adding, "I don't understand what I have seen," on Kane's first chance to score from a corner. Then Harry Kane, you would like to think that he was going to put that into the back of the net, said Henry. Johnston doesn't do his job well there, a great delivery from Olise. And then Kane's goal, "I just don't understand what I've seen now," added Henry. Let's talk about the finish of Harry Kane and how he was alone and everything. Well rehearsed. A corner. However, you did the same thing as in the first half. They are doing this. How can you have Harry Kane in your 6-yard box on a corner volleying alone at the back post when he almost did the same thing in the first half? That's too much. You can't concede a goal like that. I am sorry. He nearly punished you on the first corner and then you leave him alone. It's okay. He is going to move. He is going to move. You are going to leave Kane alone in the 6-yard box, volleying the ball when you are trying to win a game that's already difficult. You are giving them a goal like that. How? Then after, you are asking for a penalty and the crowd to help you. How is that even possible? How? If we do that in training, the goalkeeper will say, that will never happen in the game. It did happen. Champions League, Bayern Munich, at your place. He nearly did it in the first half. Harry Kane twice alone. Give Kane that room in Munich and then this tie will be over before anyone can blink. So Celtic have punished themselves already and they can't do it again. Celtic have a fighting chance in Germany, but you still expect Bayern to go through, so hopefully that will bring the best out of the team. The only issue is Kane and the ridiculous goal-scoring form he is in this season. In fact, when isn't he in this type of form? There is a reason why he is one of the world's most feared strikers, and with a goal a game to his name, keeping him off the score sheet is now going to be far tougher for the return leg. Although Celtic, especially Austin Trusty and Cameron Carter-Vickers, can take comfort from the fact that he didn't score from open play. In other news, BBC and Super Scoreboard pundit Marvin Bartley has praised Celtic for their spirited performance against Bayern Munich, admitting he feared the worst when he saw the German side's starting lineup. Celtic fell to a 2-1 defeat at Parkhead, but pushed Bayern to the limit in the final stages, leaving Bartley impressed with their resilience. Taking to social media after the match, he wrote, "Celtic gave that a good go, to be fair. When I saw the Bayern starting team, I feared for them, and then it was 2-0. Maida goes up top, and then all of a sudden, things change. Energy is so infectious. Yang assists too. There is a player in there for sure." Celtic struggled in the first half, registering just 35% possession and failing to record a shot on target after Nicholas Kuhn's early goal was ruled out by VAR. Bayern dominated and went in front just before the breakthrough Michael Olise, before Harry Kane doubled the lead early in the second half. However, Brendan Rodgers' decision to move Dyson Maida centrally made a huge difference. The Japanese forward's relentless energy unsettled Bayern's backline, and it was his 79th minute goal that set up a tense finish. Yang, who provided the assist, also caught Bartley's eye. Bartley's comments reflect what many Celtic fans saw: a slow start but a strong finish, with Bayern forced into time-wasting tactics as they clung onto their lead. With the second leg in Munich next week, Celtic will hope they can build on their late momentum and take the game to Bayern from the start. Bartley, like many observers, saw enough in that final 25-minute spell to suggest Celtic aren't out of this tie just yet. Lastly, ahead of Celtic's Champions League clash with Bayern Munich, Brendan Rodgers sat down with Peter Schmeichel to discuss what makes the Celtic Park atmosphere so unique. The former Manchester United and Denmark goalkeeper, now working as a pundit, pressed Rodgers on how the Hoops compare to some of the world's biggest clubs when it comes to matchday passion. Rodgers didn't hesitate to highlight the raw emotion that fuels Celtic Park on European nights, acknowledging that while the club doesn't have the financial muscle of England's top sides, its stature in world football is unquestionable. "I think it's the raw passion, Peter. Obviously, Celtic doesn't have the money and resources of a Premier League club, or even a bottom Premier League club. But in stature and status, this is a club that's one of the biggest in the world," Rodgers told CBS Sports. "A big part of that is the support base. There's just a real raw passion for the game. There's obviously a big expectation here, but on nights like this, it's just incredible." Rodgers, of course, is a manager who has experienced both Celtic and Liverpool from the dugout, two clubs famous for their spine-tingling renditions of "You'll Never Walk Alone." Naturally, Schmeichel saw the opportunity to ask Rodgers, which club does it better, a question the Celtic boss carefully dodged. "I think it's just preference, isn't it? Jamie Carragher will say Anfield, of course. Nuri Sahin, I'm sure, or maybe not. But Nuri would probably say Dortmund," Rodgers responded. "I just think it's a really special anthem. I've been lucky enough to have managed both Liverpool and Celtic, and both clubs sing it in an amazing way. The passion behind it is superb." Peter Schmeichel admitted that Paradise is the only place he actually enjoys hearing the song, a rare admission from a former Old Trafford legend who has not much love for Liverpool. "I have to say, this is the only place I actually like that song," he quipped. While Celtic ultimately fell short in a 2-1 defeat to Bayern, there was no denying that the Parkhead crowd delivered once again, proving why it remains one of the most revered atmospheres in world football. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comments section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you.